My name is Sanisha Munsami from the Technology Innovation Agency. I am the head of the Innovation Skills Development Unit and Enterprise Development and Support. We are supporting entrepreneurs and innovators in the ecosystem for the past decade, with partners from the private and public sector, really to strengthen the ecosystem. Today I have a panel with me of young innovators as well as one of our partners from the Energy and Water SETA. I'd like for them to briefly introduce themselves. I'd like to start off with Gift. You have been the youngest BRICS winner. Congratulations. And I must say that being a winner out of that program, you have really made youth really appreciate who you are today. Another big achievement for you was the Global Cleantech Innovation Program, where you were one of the finalists. So I'd like you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Sanisha. Super excited to be here. I'm Gift Lubele, co-founder and COO of Kudoti. We are a platform that essentially can be broken down into three parts to really encourage global participation in a waste-free world. The first part is we work with the informal waste industry to really digitize their processes, not formalize it, just digitize it. The second part, and for me this is really exciting, is this marketplace we have built of buyers and sellers of any type of waste material anywhere in the world. The third part, and this again is quite interesting, is we've realized that a lot of companies or organizations in any industry are starting to look at sustainability and the SDGs as an important part of their business. What we've seen is the KPIs in these projects that they have does not really translate to benefits in communities. And what we really want to do is give them an opportunity through our platform to monitor and track the projects that they do.
Thank you for that, Gift. I'd like to introduce you now to Solo from the Energy and Water SETA that will briefly introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Sanisha, and it's really great to be here. My name is Tsolofelo Mokotedi. I'm the acting executive responsible for planning, reporting, and monitoring. Energy and water sector education and training is one of the 21 SETAs responsible to facilitate skills development in the energy and water sector. And energy and water, all forms of energy, electricity, nuclear energy, renewable energy, and oil and gas, water, sanitation, and waste. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Pramod, I'd like you to introduce yourself. I know you've recently taken part in our Scale Up for Impact program, and we'd like to welcome you with us today.
Thank you, Sanisha, and thanks for having us. So I represent eSolar Off-Grid Energy. We're a startup that has been founded through research and development, specializing in off-grid energy, and we are on a mission to deliver energy every household and every consumer in South Africa can afford. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Gift, back to you. I'd like to know, so clearly your solution addresses the circular economy. Really in the innovation ecosystem for TIA that plays a significant role because you're addressing literally from start to beneficiation of that. I'd like to know, after attending the Global Cleantech Innovation Program and you actually receiving some funding from BRICS, how do you look at engaging with other countries and what are your next steps?
Yeah. First of all, I think the programs that we've been through have been absolutely amazing in the sense that they've given us really good insights into other markets through the advice that we've gotten from mentors we were exposed to, through the advice we got from other entrepreneurs who were advising us as we are part of the program. For us as Kudoti, that gave us a really good opportunity to understand that markets such as Brazil, China, India are very similar to South Africa in terms of waste management. The ecosystem is more or less the same. You have informal waste pickers in these countries. You have this value chain of buyers and sellers. You also have big companies who are trying to do sustainability or sustainable development programs. And for us, that is really interesting because it gave us an opportunity to start piloting our project or our platform in these different countries. And I feel as though credit is also to be given to these programs.
Thank you so much. Pramod, over to you. So I know you recently participated in the Scale Up for Impact program with Innovate UK and the UK Newton Fund. So you had an opportunity to work with another country. Obviously, during COVID, it was difficult. It was lockdown, and we did everything online. How did you manage to land yourself with an industry partner?
Sanisha, thanks for that question. From an off-grid energy perspective, the major challenge is distribution. reaching those households and reaching those communities that actually don't have access to power, and some of them are really far away from city areas. So we've actually partnered with MTN, which is Africa's largest mobile network, and we've actually innovatively launched South Africa's first and only pay-as-you-go solar solution in partnership with MTN. And this actually really enables us to, number one, launch our product with a credible brand, and then on the perspective, from a distribution perspective, we now have access potentially to MTN stores, as well as we are launching with MTN's over 5,000 Spaza shops that are already affiliated to the existing MTN brand. So partnering with a big credible brand was really key for our distribution strategy. That enables us to reach more homes and digitize more households and communities.
Thank you for that. So over to you, Solo. I mean, if you look at the President's recent announcement on economic reconstruction and the recovery plan of South Africa, and we're looking at how SMMEs can play a critical role in terms of job creation and skills development, how does the Energy and Water SETA plan to assist these young startups?
Thank you very much, Ms. Shanisa. So what we have done, we have developed a skills development strategy in response to the economic reconstruction and recovery plan. And we obviously looked at the key focus of the ERRP plan. We made sure that we cover hydrogen economy, as you know, that it's a new emerging economy. We look into wind, solar PV, and obviously waste to energy play a very critical role. So through our partnerships with other stakeholders like Yosanadi, we also looking into bioenergy. We're working with Saoga, just to mention some of the few partners, who are assisting us also to continue to identify skills that are in need for the oil and gas industry. So we focused specifically on skills and on occupations. And I think it was very critical, especially for small businesses and enterprise development, that the skills strategy also focusing on skills, because they respond better to skills intervention as opposed to long interventions like occupational qualifications. So yes, there is a plan in place. We are working with a number of partners, and through the minister's intervention, a number of intervention areas have been identified. The good thing is one of them is focusing on enterprise development and innovation. And a number of key stakeholders have been identified. Your dear example, Department of Science and Innovation, the SETAs, and Department of Small Business and Development. And together we'll be driving innovation and skills development, especially through colleges and universities of technologies.
Thank you for that, Solo. I think for us that's very, very key and important, because as we grow the SMME market in South Africa, it cannot be done without young people being brought on board into their companies so that they can be skilled and work with them in partnership, especially if we're looking at South Africa taking the lead on driving that energy and water plans for the continent. So thank you very much.